Hi, this is Survivor and Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to create a layout. I'm using again this scallop frame from hot off the press, so I'm going to be using this. I'm also going to be using one of my embellishment, and how I created this is I took some fabric and I used my template, my Fisker template. You can use any kind of template, but the element that you cut needs to be at least 3 to 4 inches tall. If you try to make them too small, like I made some embellishments that are a little too small, they're a little harder to kind of create. These are a heart. I used a heart here. I traced it and cut it, and then I used my hot off the press template that has butterflies, and I cut that out, but it's kind of hard, and these have batting. So what I did is, this one, after I cut the shape, I sewed, and then I turned it inside out, and I stuffed it with batting. And then these, and actually not with batting, some of this fiber fill. So I stuffed it with this stuff. After I sewed it together. You sew two pieces together, you like this, so you sew these two pieces together, and then you turn it inside out, and you stuff it with some of that polyfill, and then you sew around it. So that's how I did this. This one, I just took some batting and I sandwiched it between the two layers, and then I just sewed it. And I did the same thing with this one. But it's better to kind of use large pieces because it works a lot better than small pieces. So you can use any kind of template. I used my Fiskers. And then this page, I actually used a lot of just regular cardstock. But in order to give it this checkered texture that you see there, I took my page. Let me get this. I took my page and then I scored it at every inch, turned it over, and then scored it again at every inch. And then I took my sander and I sand off lightly the paper. And that's what gave me that kind of texture background. So that's how I did this. And then what I did is I took a lot of scraps that I had and I just created kind of banners and things like that. The alphabets that I'm going to be using is from some alphabet stickers that I have a long time ago. And I don't even know the company. These are not any brand name or anything like that. They came with one of those scrapbooking kits that you buy kind of in like Ross or in a discount store, and so that's what I'm using for my title. So let me go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, so let me, oh, and also I have a template that creates these library cards, and that's what I use, plus I have a stamp. So that's going to be my journaling. So the first thing I'm going to do, so let me put this over, is, and all these papers are kind of generic papers that I have from a long time ago, and I'm just trying to use all my scraps and all my old papers to create layouts. So the first thing I did is I used the scallop frame, and I created this frame, and then I cut off part of it. And that's going to go, so then I made a band of regular like orange paper, and the inspiration of my colors is actually this fabric. And that I'm going to place it over here. And then this is a 4.5 by 6.5, and I'm going to place that here. And I might put some photo corners, I don't know yet. Actually, let me go ahead and I'm going to punch some photo corners on that piece of matte paper. Hold on. And I'm going to ink the edges. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to ink these edges. And then I'm just going to ink the edges of my base page. And I'm going to place that here, and I'm going to go ahead and use my my double adhesive gun to place the page down. Okay, I'm going to cut the excess off. And I'm going to use a little more ink on the edges. Go ahead and place this way at the edge. You want to place it all the way to the edge here. And actually, before I place all this down, I forgot to, I need to bring it up a little bit. I want to place my banners underneath. So let me go ahead and edge this. And then my other banner will be placed here. Sometimes it's not good to use real strong adhesive like these ATG guns, because if you need to pull elements up, it is kind of hard to pull up, but I think it'll work. Another element I need to place there is actually, this is going to be my journaling. So let me go ahead and place this. Okay, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to place this there yet. And then this is going to go here, and I'm going to use some fabric adhesive in order to glue the element down. And I'm not going to put any adhesive on top because this is going to touch my corner. And I really don't want to glue that down until I have my pictures. So I'm going to place this here. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and place some banners on top. And then I'm going to place this banner there. And this is going to contain the date. I'm going to use some foam adhesive. To pop this up. This element was, I cut it out of the paper that I used to create this little tag, and then this is gonna just go there. Okay, and I want to just pop it there. Okay, so now let's see how the title looks. And I think I want to put something to kind of ground that title. I'm going to place this strip, which was part of this paper, right here. And this was part of the paper, so it's the strip that contains the barcode. But I'm going to use it right here. I'm going to cut the excess off. Okay, so now I'm ready for my title. And I usually use this technique of using wax paper so that way I can figure out how I want it. I can put my title there. And actually, that might not look too bad. Happy birthday. Or I can put the title here. I think I'll just put the title here. And since I made lines on my paper, it's going to be kind of easier for me to place my title straight. Now, because this sticker, it came with a kit that I got like in a one of those discount stores. Sometimes they're not the greatest quality, so it kind of broke, but it's okay. I know I tear the part of that H off, but it's okay because when you put it together, you won't even notice. Now I didn't have an I, so what I did was I took the J, and notice that I cut part of the bottom part of the J in order to create my I. And that's what you can, I call it sticker surgery. So you can do sticker surgery on your letters. Like if you're missing a U, you can always put an N upside down. Sometimes I've taken, I'm missing an A, and sometimes I've used my Q and created an A by cutting it right here, and then using the bottom part of the G, and I placed it underneath so it will come out on an angle, so it will look like an A. So there's a, you can always make other letters. So if you run out of certain letters, you can always make letters by sticking them together and creating the shape. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, let me see where I put my, here it is. I created this banner that says happy birthday to you, and I'm gonna place that here. Okay, and then what I want to do, I got these rhinestones, and these are actually, these are pearls. I'm going to hear a couple of pearls. I'm not sure, let's see. And then since I put 3 pearls here, I might put, let's see how 3, if I want to put 3 here. I might put a couple pearls down here. And here I might want to put my pearls up to the end of my mat. So I added off camera a little more embellishment. So let me go and show you what I've done. So here's a little, the journaling. We can write the dates and stuff like that there, and it slips right in here. Couple of banners. This is my embellishments that I created using my fabric. Put, instead of 3, I added another one. Added one up here on the flower here. And then I added this embellishment here. Added 4 more, and then I added some wired element and also an arrow. And it's because when I finished putting my flat pearls here, and I put my pearls here, this area here was kind of, it looked off balance. So I wanted to make it more balanced. So that's why I have, it's good to have things, clusters of 3. So I have a cluster here, then your eye moves up here and moves across. And it looks a lot more balanced than before. So I hope you like this video and thank you for watching. Bye.